Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers, and despite what I was planning to do today, this is not Pokemon Crystal Clear. So first off, I apologize for not putting anything up the past month. The next couple weeks after I put up that last part, it was just a lot of I didn't want to stay on the computer after work, or something else came up to do. And then there was like about a month and a half of me being on vacation. Went to Florida to see my family again. And I came back from there yesterday, and today I was going to make it up to you guys by possibly making an extra long video for Crystal Clear. But that's not happening now, because I don't know if it has to do with system updates or something like that for RetroArch. But it won't load the save file. The save file's there, but the emulator's not bringing up the save file along with the game. I loaded up the game, and the game was like just going into the it didn't load up the save file, do a quick load like it normally does. It just went through the normal stuff, and then I went to the menu screen and it said new game, and I'm like, crap. So I just spent the last, like, I don't know, 15 minutes to half hour, or however long that was, trying to figure that out, and I couldn't. So instead, seeing as I don't want to just go without having set all this up and not have anything to show for it, we're going to play some Shadowgate Classic. Now, Shadowgate is a game, it's a point-and-click adventure game. It was originally for like old Apple systems, and it's had several ports. This is one of them. This is for the Game Boy Color. I knew this initially as a Game Boy Color game that basically was a re-release of an NES game, and this is based off of the NES version of Shadowgate. I just didn't know until fairly recently that Shadowgate was on a whole bunch of other stuff, like other like computers and stuff, like stuff that was big in Europe but not so big over here. But if you've been around my channel for a long time, you'll know that I did play this back during my computer is technically broken, but I'm going along with it phase. I'm just gonna see how quick I can get through this, because I know this game by the back of my hand, and since that last playthrough, thanks to ancient comments now that are probably hidden because of made for kids and stuff like that, I now know what the sword really does, so I can beat this a little quicker. Alright, so I'm still gonna read the text and whatnot because, you know, for those who are just joining in, the last thing you remember is standing before the wizard Lakmir as he waved his hands. It was really weird. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway that lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded warlock lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear that you will destroy the warlock lord, which is actually fairly easy. So, I'm not gonna move around messing around with a lot of the flavor text. I'm just gonna snap right to it here. The way to get in here, this door is actually locked, so by moving that skull, we can take a key. You press the start button to center on the main window there. I don't know why I did that, because I have to actually use the key on the door. Oh, well, maybe not. I guess that's for inside. I'm sorry. I just said I know this game by the back of my hand, and I'm already a liar. Okay. And then that's the evil wizard guy. That pitiful wizard Lakmir was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing for you here is a horrible death. The maniacal laughter of echoes in your sound of maniacal echo. Yeah, that. Also, I forgot to do Bane voice. I traditionally have been doing Bane voice for villains, and that's probably the only time that the evil wizard talks. I'm only going to take a few torches. Because, quite frankly, I don't need too many torches. So I'll probably just have, like, 3 or 4. If I ever... if I ever need more, I'll, do something about that. But, I thought that there was a key under the rug. I'm thinking of later on. That's what I needed the key for, was that. And I think that is locked. I think I need key 2 for that. Alright, I'm going to take these 2 torches here. And we'll be going down this side passage here a bit later. We're actually going to come from the other side, the way I normally play. We're going to open the book. We're not going to take it, because that's a trap, and that will kill us. And there's another key in here. So I'm gonna try not. I'm not gonna show off all the deaths and whatnot. I'm just kind of seeing how quick I can go through this on camera now that it's been literally years. I think the last time I played this was actually it was it's been probably about a year since I played this on my own. It was like right after I hacked my 3DS and side-loaded games onto it. Games that I own. Excuse you. I just like having an all-in-one kind of portable thing, and the 3DS mostly suits my needs. But I don't play PS1 games very well, I've learned. What am I doing? I gotta move over here. I'm just flailing about on the screen. Alright, so we're going to take this sling, we're going to take the sword, but yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to show off every death in the game and stuff like that. Actually, if you want to go into a more in-depth playthrough that does show off all the deaths and stuff, check out Kakaski's playthrough. One of the things I do admire about him is that with the adventure games like this, he really goes the extra mile in showing, like, all of the secret stuff that he knows, like, all the dialogue options and whatnot. Like, he literally, like, takes every item and, like, uses them on himself and whatnot. He shows, like, all the deaths and whatnot. Definitely check out his playthrough. It's from a few years ago. Check out Kakaski in general, really. He's one of the original inspirations for, the guy who used to be known as Rado Goji here. But we're going to open up this. This is a secret door. We're going to head on in. Again, can't even take these torches even if we wanted to. Can take that arrow, and we will need that. And then we can use the torch on the left here. That opens up another door. It's a spiral staircase leading down. Wunderbar. So, obviously you know which bridge we're going to be going across. It's the one that's not a piece of crap. We will have a way of going across the crap bridge later, but not right now. There's a wraith here, and what you do is we have to light this special torch here. Now, back in the book room, one of the torches that we picked off the wall had little rings on it. And if we use a lit torch on that, it's a strange white flame, and then we throw the torch at the wraith. And that kills the wraith off. Now I'm going to take these 2 torches here. I know 5 torches is, nowhere near what, like, way over what I need. But it's just kind of for safety's sake. Is the LPer's curse, is that still a thing that people acknowledge? You never know what'll go wrong, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and those are going to be all the torches I'll have for the rest of the game, unless I really, really need more. But torches are plentiful. I usually only need, like, maybe 2. So we're going to take some things here. We can take the scroll. I'm going to take this bottle here. And that's going to be for a lot later. So then we'll open the scroll. 5 to find, 3 or 1. 1 gives access to the Bladed Sun. The Silver Orb to banish below. The Staff of Ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the Golden Blade, and last 2, invoke the Platinum Horn. I think Blade was actually meant to be Thorn. I actually thought that was going to be a spell scroll, but it wasn't. But that's still some nice little world building there. So let's look at this Epor sign here. The sign reads Epor. Read it again. Epor. You got it. It seems like some sort of magic word. And indeed it is. So we're going to use that magic word Epor. And it makes the rope go up. And for those who haven't noticed, Epor is rope backwards. So now we're in this room. We may need this broom for later. So let's grab onto that just in case. We can't really do anything else here. And I don't want to take the door. I want to go through it. And then I'm going to save just to be on the safe side, because I don't exactly remember which of these coffins is what. I know this coffin is actually the door back into that mirror room. I want to say this one? Oh, that's... No, that's bad. That's a bad. I did a bad. Okay. Okay, can we... Is this bag worth anything? Does this bag have anything we need? Not particularly. Okay, open this coffin. Okay, that doesn't kill us, but it's just like a... It's a jump scare is all it is. Alright, that's what we wanted, was the mummy. We use the torch on the mummy. And then we take the scepter. Now that slime may be a bit of a problem, because if you try to walk across the slime, it'll kill you. But luckily we want to go backwards, because backwards... Oh, we have to open the door. Will lead to that side passage I talked about in the book room. That I said we would go through the other way later. So if we go back this way, here's the book room. So if we want to get back into the mirror room, I'm not going to go through this door, because that will, again, kill us. So I'll just go back through the secret passage the other way. One open. Oh. The cursor can be a little finicky at times. Actually... no, I want to go back the other way first, actually. I want to go this way. There's a key across that lake, and the lake has a shark in it. There's nothing we can do about this at the current moment, so we're just going to kind of bypass this. There's a waterfall here. I'm going to take a rock, because we will need that for later. I actually recently learned that this door here, it actually is marked. I don't know if that's actually the waterfall or not, now that I think about it. Yeah. This was an Easter egg room in the original Apple version that led to, like, a super secret room. And you had to do, like, very specific things to do it. And there isn't even anything in there. It's just like kind of like a tribute room or something. And it's not even in this version of the game, so I'm not gonna go for it. I actually found that out like last week. I saw like a YouTube a video on it, because I'm like, oh, I've always wondered what was back there. How do you get in? So let's hit this rock. This is the only time I'll use the hit command. And that is a bag that we do want. That has 3 jewels inside. So let's go back into that room with the pedestal in. We will take out the... I have to open the bag again? Yep, I gotta open the bag again. That's fine. Bag 1. We need to take out the white gem. I know I could just take out all the gems, but I don't feel like it. I usually don't really do that. I want to say for reasons of inventory management, but considering that I've already picked up a couple things I don't even really need, I could probably just, like, leave the other bag. Hold on. So I don't need scroll 1 or bag 1. Or bag... Yeah, let's just... Yeah, drop this here. Can't drop it here? Okay. Either way. Use the white gem on this little indentation next to the door. And that gives us this crystal ball, or sphere, I guess. Trapdoor on the side here is a literal trap. That will kill you if you try to go down that. So this sphere is very cold, and basically what we use it for is to dunk it in the lake, and it freezes over. Sort of. First off, we actually have to do this, because if we try to walk across the ice now, it will break. So if you put the burning torch next to it, it'll thaw, and then it'll refreeze again. And that makes it solid. So we'll just take the sphere back. We don't have to worry about the shark anymore. Let's go ahead and take the key from the skeleton's hand. And I think this key is used back here. Is this a locked door? If it's a locked door, then we'll need key 3 for it. Nope, it's not locked. Now, yeah, this room here. Now we have to do things in a slightly particular order. We have to take the shield first. Because every time we take something, this dragon on the other side of the room is going to shoot fire at us. And if we don't have the shield, we won't be able to block it and we will die. Now what I want to do is I want to keep going back and forth through the rooms, because the room in here is very hot. And if you take too many fire blasts in a row, you will die, because the shield will melt. But if you back out of the room and then go back in, it will basically like reset its heat properties, I guess you could say. And that means that the torch is running low. Just go ahead and... We're golden. A minor setback. So that torch is going to go out soon, but we have this one. So we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to take this spear. And that's all we need from this room. Now we're going to go back to the mirror room. And because that slime is in the way and I don't feel like dying, I'm going to go take the secret passage back to that room. And we can just, you know, head straight there. Like it ain't no thing, because it ain't no thing. Okay, and then up. Now what we do is we take the hammer that we just got, and we break open the mirror. I meant to hit use. I'm sorry. Now, I don't remember what happens if you break both of them. I know one of them leads out into space, and you die. The other one kills you in some way, I think, as well. But, I'm just doing a kind of a quick thing here, so I don't want to really go out of my way to do that. So next I'm going to go ahead and take that cloak that we had before. And we're going to put that on, so use on self. And this is going to protect us from the intense heat in this room. Otherwise, it's going to take us back to the last room. So then we go and open this door, and then a fire drake shows up. Now, a good way to counteract hot is by using extreme cold. So we're just going to go ahead and take that cold sphere again. And this time we're just going to dunk it over the side of the bridge here. And that'll get rid of the fire, and it will kill the fire drake as a result. Actually, before we go back this way, there is one more thing I forgot to do. And we are going to head this way again, so it's not that big a deal, but I do want to do something here. No, open. Open the door. This door over here. Because we can use another one of our gemstones in here. I think it's the blue one. Just take the blue gem. Then use that on the indentation on the floor. And then there's an old wizard here, and he's like, "Listen, warrior, the warlock lord can only be defeated by the courage and the staff of ages. By thy courage, I'm sorry. I forgot I was speaking Old English for a second there. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well." And take this scroll and read it. This should give us another spell. As the shadow of the wind thou shalt be. Humana. That's very important. I mean, all of these spells are going to be very important at some stage, but I believe that one sooner rather than later. Not, like, immediately, but the, that room with the bridge in it reminded me that we were going to need that at some point. So go back to this bridge, and a troll pops up and wants a gold coin from you. Now, I don't have any gold coins, and the copper coins, he doesn't want those. He'll kill us if we try to give him a copper coin. And I really don't feel like putting up with this crap. So, I'm just going to stab him. Meh. So you can go die. Don't care. Now, there's a Cyclops in this room, and here's where I did stuff that, I mean, I could technically... I'll explain in just a second. So, you put the rock in the sling, and much like with that old David and Goliath story, you use the sling on the Cyclops, even though Goliath was just a giant, not a Cyclops, but still, so Death to Tyrant. In the NES version, at the very least, it was Death to the Philistine, which is a David and Goliath reference. And that'll knock out the Cyclops. Now, normally, what I would do, because when I first discovered this game, it was through a Nintendo Power walkthrough, and that walkthrough got me into wanting to play the game, and to get the game. And it never mentioned that you could just kill the Cyclops outright, because I would always just take 2 stones with me, because we're going to be going back and forth through here again, and then the Cyclops will be back up. You can knock him out again with the sling if you want to, but as a kind, old, ancient YouTube comment told me, we can use the sword and just kill him. And now we don't have to worry about him again. Hooray! So now while we're still here, let's use the well. Open the bucket. Yes, we have to open the bucket. The bucket is open. One could argue that the bucket has always been open, but I digress. Well, not use, I meant take. I'm going to take the gauntlet. Okay, so that's going to be important. Most of these things are, let's face it. So, open door. Move through door. And we're going to head into these side rooms here quickly. A couple more things. I might need the skull. I might need the map. I will need the book. Open the drawer, or the desk. Take all of these, because we do need all of these. And we'll open... Not open. Well, yeah, yes, open. That's how you read scrolls. I'm smart. So scroll 3. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world, Terra Terrak. We're going to use that. We're going to be using that actually fairly soon here. Scroll 4. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum Illumina. We'll be using that spell later. And now we can't read the book, because if we try to read the book, we can't read the strange writing in the book. But if we wear these glasses perfectly, you can see very well. Now we can read the book, and it will give us our last spell. Oh. I guess since it's already open, I just look at it. These glasses you can understand when you read what you could not before. The light grows faint, the path winds round, where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free, where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard, Motari riseth. And the book goes away. That was great. Now, obviously, you see that indentation there, so you know we're going to be using our final gemstone. I didn't mean to take that. I meant to open. I don't know what's with me and menus. We don't get along the best. You should see my Final Fantasy Adventure playthroughs where I'm always fumbling around with the menu. Great game, though. Obviously. The second one that I did with Greg is probably one of my favorite LPs I've done. Take, use. This is just me being dumb. I'm not even doing this on purpose. Oh. Use gem on the thing. Okay. Secret passage. I know I won't need the poker for anything. I don't know if the bellows count. I don't think they do either. There's like four or five things that we may need. We'll need one of those things. We'll know what it is when we get there, but I know I've gotten 3 of them. That's right. We have to use the Terrak spell. And then the globe will open up. So it's like one of those globe bars, except you actually have to cast a spell to open it. And it also has a key and a bottle. We don't need the bottle, but we do need the key. Well, I'll know where to find those things if that's the thing that we need, but I don't think we need any of the things in there. Actually, this right here, this is like the other thing that we may need. Take the thing. I'm smart. Okay. Then, don't open this. That's a trap that will have something inside that will kill us. We can use this stone that has like a basically there's a creature in that cage, and this loop thing looks like it's supposed to be, you know, hold a chain to chain up the animal. But it also acts as a hidden compartment, and we'll take this vial of holy water. There really isn't anything to tell us about the fact that it's holy water until we actually use it, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it's holy water. This fountain has acid instead of actual water, and what we can do is we can use Gauntlet on self, basically wear the Gauntlet, and we can take this flute. And then we immediately just forget the fact that the flute is wet with acid on it. We just play the flute. And then the thing in the tree opens up, and has a ring inside. Don't know why I picked move. I meant to say take. And we're done on these side rooms here. And then we can just go in here. Yep, that just opens. I think there's one more key in here. This is where the key is actually... Oh. There we go. This is where the key is actually hidden under the rug. So we'll take that. Now, each of these doors is locked by a different one of these of keys 4 through 6. So we'll use key 4 right away. I just want to get these open and done. Use key 5. Is it this one up here? No. It is the other one. There we go. And thus, key 6 is that last one there. And then we're going to take this mirror, because we might need it. So I'm going to kind of go... Let's go counterclockwise, or clockwise from the top here. So let's head in here first. And there's a horn on the ground here. And the thing with this horn is that this is actually one of the 5 relics that we need to win the game. So let's try to not use it, but take it. If my cursor will stop jumping all over the place. And oh no! It's a hellhound! And the hellhound's easy to deal with. You just take that holy water from before and just use it on him. So he's gone forever. As though nothing had happened. Well, let's take the horn, because we're going to need that. I think we can go up here. Nope, we can't do anything here yet. There's actually an item we need to deal with that wyvern. So let's go into this place here. There's a sphinx. Looks at you indifferently. Also, note the pattern on these stairs. I will have to memorize that. It's the same every time you play, but that will be useful later. Now, if we try to move to the stairs, he'll say, "Hold on a sec. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle." Now, the riddle is different every time, but there's like 4 or 5 different ones. It has towns, but no houses. Forests, but no trees. Rivers, but no fish. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. The answer is the map. Okay, there's sort of the observatory. So I forgot that there was a room in between this and the next one. Or the Sphinx in the next room. You know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to take this star here. We're going to open the star map. And we're going to take this rod. Oi, oi. The rod is in hand. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's open the scroll. See if we can open it without taking it. Read the scroll. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it holds a portal to another land. Okay, so you can read scrolls without even putting them in your inventory. That's nice to know. You're so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight she's even more beautiful. This is a subtle hint to that, believe it or not, this lady's a werewolf. And, this is the Golden Thorn, or the Golden Blade, or, I call it the Golden Thorn because it makes sense in the rhyme. But if you try to take that, she turns into a werewolf and kills you. So, regrettably, I have to use that silver arrow from before to kill her. It sucks, but, you know. Why am I picking open? Blade, that's what it wants to be. It's the golden blade. I'm just going to keep calling it the Golden Thorn, because I am stubborn. So let's get out of here. And now that we have that star, believe it or not, that is what we use to kill that wyvern. Because apparently, the star just turns into like a fireball and kills the wyvern, why not? And then we can take the talisman, which is the third of the 5. Is it the third one we have? Yes, the third of the 5 relics that we need. Now, to get the next one, there is a little bit that we do have to do. Well, obviously there's going to be a little bit to do, but we do have to do a bit of backtracking after this. So let's head this way. Yes, I can do that. So use the rod here. And turns into a lightning rod. It makes a hand show up. And we take the wand that it's holding. And the hand just kind of goes away. Now the wand is not one of the relics, but we do need that to get one of the relics. So let's head this away. The treasure chest is a trap, but we can... Let's just go ahead and just open this bag without taking it. And we need to take a gold coin and the big coin. And I'm just going to leave that there now. I'm not even going to be consistent with taking all the bags. So now I got to do some backtracking here. It's not a lot, but we have to go back to that room with the 2 bridges. The one with the good bridge and the crappy bridge. Because we're going to go across the crappy bridge now. Now, under normal circumstances, the crappy bridge does not hold your weight, and will indeed kill you if you try to cross it. But, if you remember, we took this Bottle 2 a long time ago, and it's actually a potion that will make us lighter. And we can just go ahead and cross the bridge. And there's a snake inside. Now we're going to take that wand that we just got from Mr. Floorhand and use the wand on the snake. And it turns into an ornate staff, which is one of the relics. So let's take this. And if for any reason you use your bottle before, because once you use the bottle of potion, it goes away. And once you cross back over the bridge, you're back at your original weight and you can't cross it again. Now, in the event that you do go across it and don't have the wand yet, there is another Bottle 2 in the laboratory. So you do have a second chance to basically make your way across that bridge once you figured out what to do. I can only imagine that if you use both of the Bottle 2s and don't get the staff, you could possibly soft lock the game. Now we try to cross the Troll's Bridge again. He says we need to pay a toll of 1 gold coin, and he has that spear that we used on him. And even if we do use this gold coin that we have, he's going to kill us anyway, because he's none too pleased that we just done stabbed him. So, instead of paying him, we're going to troll him, and we're going to use the Humana spell to turn invisible. And we'll just scoot across automatically. Alright, so let's get back to where we were. The door with the funky music. The funky endgame music, I should say. Now we can head into this doorway. And what we have to do here is take that scepter that we got so long ago. Give it to the king statue. Then we take that ring we got from the tree. that in there. And now we can head on down secret passageway. And there are plenty of torches here if you still feel the need to get more torches. Also, this door over here is this little crawlway. That's a trap. That will kill you. Speaking of which, there's 2 gargoyles. They are live gargoyles. They will kill you if you try to pass them. Unless you use a spell on them, and that spell there is the Illumina spell. It will blind them. And they won't attack you when you cross over here. We're going to that right doorway. Swimming would not be wise. There's this demon statue here, and a whole big thing of lava. And if you remember from one of the spell scrolls, or the book rather, it described a bridge with a bridge keeper and lava and stuff like that. So use the Motari spell is basically what I'm getting at here. And that makes him dunk down, and the bridge will cross over. Oh, the magic is already gone. You won't need that spell anymore. Okay. There's like a Yeti or something in this hole, so don't mess about with that. Now, if you recall the pattern that was on the stairs in the Sphinx room, that's actually how you manipulate these levers to get this cylinder to open up so we can get the last relic. So what we have to do is we have to flip this one down, flip this one down, and flip this one back up, and it opens up, and there is the orb inside. So let's take the orb. Yes, I can. I can too take it. See? It's fine. Alright, and let's move back into the gargoyle room. We're going to have to use the Illumina spell again, because we do need to go into that middle door now. And there have been many times where I've forgotten that you have to cast the spell again, and yeah, that's really all I know about that. Now, for the longest time, you can't really open this door. There's no way to open it. I always figured that this was like the other end of that secret door in the waterfall. I don't know how to open this. I'm gonna probably look that up after this, after I do this. But instead, we actually want to open up the well here. And then we're going to drop a big Chungus coin down there. And that makes like an invisible... I mean, we don't see it here, but like basically a cyclone of sorts that will allow us to go down the well without killing ourselves. And basically where we are now is, for lack of a better term, the river Styx. We use the mallet on the gong. And you can't take the mallet into your inventory or anything like that. And this is basically Charon here. C-H-A-R-O-N. And we give him... Where is... Oh, gold coin. It's right here. So let's give the gold coin to him. And... you know... he'll lead us across to the penultimate room. And if you give him a copper coin, he'll kill you, I think. Now, it's a good thing I actually held on to that first scroll that we got, because I need to remember where to put the talisman. Oh. One moment. I have to use another torch right at the 11th hour. Isn't that great? Anyway. Look. Self. So you're wasting your time. I know, I know. Alright. One gives access to the Blade of Sun. I want to say it goes under the sword. I'm going to do a safety save. But I want to say it goes under the sword. So, use Talisman. Okay, yeah, it is in the right place. Then we toot the horn. Okay. Now, before we go in there, I'm going to use the blade on the staff and the orb on the staff to complete the Staff of Ages. And here we go. The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. There's lightning and stuff. Oh, dear. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed, the behemoth. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how could you defeat a creature such as this. Then you remember all that stuff that you read, and you just point the staff at the behemoth and it shoots pew-pews at it. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power, and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. And then he just, like, takes his wizard friend and... Yep. He's out. This creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern, somehow. The morning sun, you say to yourself, it is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your heroic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. That was quick. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule in the king's fair daughter's hand. I'm sure that had to hurt. Yes, I know what it means. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell, so you may as well do it. The first story's end. I don't know if there were any other stories. This just goes back to the title screen, by the by. No, there was Shadowgate 64, which was, I don't know if that was a sequel or reimagining or what, but I haven't played that. I only know about it. But this is the only Shadowgate game I've played. And it's a good one. It is one that I enjoy. This is the first Game Boy Color game I technically owned. But yeah, back even before I had a Game Boy Color, I still had the big chonky Game Boy at the time. But yeah, this is a fun game. It's one of my favorites, if only because, you know, I can just chill for 45 minutes and play through. It's kind of like what I use Kirby's Dream Land for these days. Just, oh, I have some time to kill. I'll play through this real quick. But yeah, it's very nice. Very good game. Check it out if you haven't played it before. And I've pretty much just ruined everything for you, but still. It's a good classic game. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. So until I figure out what went on with that whole save file kerfuffle, I don't know if I'll be able to get back to Pokemon Crystal Clear anytime soon. I'll try to find something else to play in the meantime. I just kind of went on to Shadowgate because I know I could just play through this real quick, kind of as a backup. But a lot of other stuff I want to play, even if I mean, I would either have to set it up on my TV, or if I am playing it on the old RetroArch setup here. I'm going to want a better controller than this. I mean, don't get me wrong, good old Super Famicom controller has served me well. But I would need an actual gamepad with more buttons and whatnot if I want to play something like, N64 games or something like that. And I did have one, but I cannibalized it for a Raspberry Pi project that is all but abandoned at this point. But I digress. This was fun, just to kind of chill and play this. I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll be able to come up with another plan on what to record from here on out soon. Hopefully it won't be another month before I put something else out. Like I said, like I said before, I can't make any guarantees as to when I'll make stuff. It's kind of just when I can get to it or when I really feel like it. I don't know, but yeah, Shadowgate's fun. I've been Captain Floofers, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?